Hi there, my name is Evan. Welcome to Buff Birds. Today, let's learn how to bridge.
Buff Birds.
The bridge is the most basic form of a hinge. A hinge movement is any time we bend and flex at the hips, most often when we reach for the ground in a standing position. Hinge movements primarily work out your posterior chain, which include your glutes and your hamstrings, which are great for total body strength, but also for protecting and preventing injury in your lower back. So without further ado, let's learn how to bridge.
Starting on the ground, bend your knees at a 90-degree angle. The width of your feet are going to be the same width as your hips. Taking in a deep breath and bracing your core, bring your hips up until you have a straight line from your knees down to your shoulders. Make sure that when your hips are in the top position, you are squeezing your glutes. That'll give you, 1, the most out of the exercise, but 2, protect your lower back. Your hands can either rest on your body or out to the sides. Pacing for this exercise should be about 1 to 2 seconds up and then 1 to 2 seconds back down. Make sure, especially as you're moving those hips down, you're controlling them and not letting your hips fall to the ground. Rinse and repeat. One of the most common mistakes with bridges is overextending the hips and forming an arc in your lower back. This can put a lot of pressure into your lower back and is unnecessary for this movement. Make sure that as you are bringing those hips up, again, you're only shooting for about a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Bridges equally target both your hamstrings and your glutes. But by changing the position of our feet, we can change what is doing more of the work. By moving your feet further away from your glutes, you're working more of your hamstrings. By bringing your feet closer to your glutes, you're going to work out more of your glutes. Once you have mastered the bridge, there are a few progressions and variations of bridge that you can move to in this order. The first exercise that you would progress to would be the static bridge, where you just hold the top position of the bridge, again keeping that straight line from your knees all the way down to your shoulders. The next bridge variation to progress to would be the bridge march, where again you hold that top position, but now you are marching with your legs, bringing those knees up and alternating from side to side. Be very careful with these. We want to make sure that we're still keeping those hips in that top position and not letting those hips drop to the ground on each rep. The next variation is going to be a single leg static hold. So again, holding that top position, but now we are extending one leg and holding those hips up. Once you hold on one side, make sure that you're getting the other side as well. And the final progression of the bridges will be the single leg bridge. So again, keeping one leg fully extended and bringing those hips up to that top position there. Try and keep that extended leg in a stable position. Try not to let it move around too much. Once you've mastered the bridge and worked through its progressions, you can then begin to work on more technically proficient hinge exercises, such as the deadlift.
If you'd like to learn more about bridges, hinging, or physical fitness in general, feel free to visit buffbirds.com or reach me directly at evan@buffbirds.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.